If it's so that you have difficulties to sit in this way on your heels in the kneeling pose, then keep watching, because I want to show you a few things here which you can do, and you will be able to sit like this much better. So when you start with yoga, then you probably have noticed that during the yoga program we sit like this in this position quite often. And in yoga this pose is called the diamond pose, and it is a very steady pose. It is easy to keep the back upright, and it's just very suitable for the yoga exercises. Some people use this position also for the meditation, but it is actually not really recommended because there is quite a lot of pressure here on the knees. Unless you put something under your buttocks so that you come a little bit higher up, then it's easier for your knees. And why some people use the diamond pose for the meditation, I guess it's because it is very easy to keep the back upright, but after some time it becomes a little bit too much for your knees and ankles. So for the meditation, it is always best to use a meditation pose like this. So first of all, to those who actually can sit in this position, I just want to mention a little detail, that you actually do sit on your heels, that your feet are not outside like this. In this way it actually becomes more difficult unless you want to train your legs and you want to become more flexible in your thighs and knees. Yes, you can sit in this way, but the correct way is that you sit on the heels. And some people even, they sort of form like a bowl out of their feet, so that their toes are maybe crossing, or maybe their feet are also crossing a little bit, and you put the weight on the heels. So now to you who has difficulties to sit in the diamond pose. So what could you do here? How could you become more flexible and to be able to sit better on the heels? So in my yoga classes, when I ask my students to sit on their heels for the first time, then I immediately see who has difficulties with it, because then usually people sit either like this, or they put their weight forward on their arms and have their feet like this. And in this way you can't really do any yoga exercises, because it doesn't feel comfortable at all. So what could you do here? So there is two simple things I want to show you. For example, you could take a blanket at home. When I show the whole thing here in the yoga room, I show it usually on our yoga mats here, because they are much thicker and it is easy to roll a cushion out of them. But now at home you take a blanket, and it can be much thicker than this, and then you put this roll under your ankles. And in this way you immediately feel that, but this feels much better. And then you can do one more thing. You can take a pillow, and then you place this pillow between the buttocks and the heels. And in this way you actually sit really good. So my students look really relieved when they know that they can do this. And if this pillow feels too small, then you can take a bigger pillow and place it between the heels and the buttocks, and then it feels even better. So now you know how to sit, what you could do. And if you want to become more flexible in your legs, to be able to sit really good in this way, then it is actually, this is the pose you need. That's it. You don't need to do lots of other yoga exercises. You just need to sit like this with your pillows and blankets in the beginning. Of course, if you have, let's say, injured your knees, you would maybe want to do some yoga exercises to warm up your legs, but otherwise you can just keep sitting in this way. You start to sit like this maybe once or twice a day, and you start maybe 3 to 5 minutes in the beginning, and then slowly you increase the time, maybe 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 7 to 10 minutes. This pose can be practiced, for example, directly after the meal, because it helps to digest the food. So after the meal, when you feel that you have really maybe overeaten, you feel yourself heavy, then just sit like this, and you will feel yourself much better, and at the same time you will also train your legs. So that's all you need to know. And that was all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you wish to have some more yoga tips, then you are welcome to subscribe. Or if you want to know how to sit in a meditation pose, then you should watch my next video.